Hi friends! We continue our review of the Cevisama 2024 exhibition that is taking place in Valencia. MONOPOLE CERAMICA has a magical booth this year. I really liked it in terms of design, selection, and new collections, and in this video I will share my impressions. First, the company, MONOPOLE CERAMICA, received a patent for its collection Avant, which is a very interesting collection consisting of hexagons and inserts, which are called pickets. The tile itself has these inserts, which significantly reduces its cost and simplifies and speeds up installation. The company has received a patent almost all over the world for this invention, and it is very cool. There are over 60 different designs in this collection. There can be an absolutely infinite number of combinations due to the combination of different materials and these inserts. It can be marble textures, slate, just a novelty of this show, terracotta, stone, and of course, graphics. Actually, the color of these inserts is also different. There are some with a pearlescent effect. I am confident that this collection will continue to grow. Another crucial aspect is the absence of repetition in the tiles. Each collection features approximately 40 distinct faces, contributing to their remarkable uniqueness and authenticity. The hexagon novelties do not end here. There are a couple more quite remarkable novelties. The collection, called Radiant, has a rather interesting, complex graphic pattern. It goes from one tile to another, and you get a kind of carpet. You can barely notice joints. There are 6 different colors, very nuanced and subtle, to match this rather filigree graphic. Another collection is more delicate, called Alicante. We see leaves here. These floral motifs are now in great esteem, and these leaves are very intelligently accented by the glaze that makes the border. It has a slight gloss and also comes in 6 different colors. It is important to note that these hexagons are made of porcelain stoneware. Accordingly, they can be laid indoors, outdoors, and even in the pool if you suddenly want to do so. Additionally, this tile pairs perfectly with Monopoly's extensive collection of various brick tiles, demonstrating their exceptional expertise in this field and introducing a new series. Monte Carlo, with a very heterogeneous glaze, has a certain variety of tones and very interesting, complex colors, such as olive. Sardinia has a new trendy format. It is 2 by 16 inches, meaning the bricks are more elongated, and here they used high-gloss glaze or liquid glass, which plays very well in the light due to the relief and reflection. It looks very elegant and also has very complex, unusual colors. San Remo bricks have a similar format, but unlike Monte Carlo bricks, they have a more active color scheme. The bricks can be laid in completely different ways. You can lay them in a straight set, you can lay them offset like brickwork, or you can lay them in a herringbone pattern if you like. You can lay bricks in any of these 3 ways. And as for the street collection, which is called Bristol, it is more suitable for the classic laying offset. Bristol is very interesting because it also has a complex glaze. It is applied in several layers, and there are certain areas that have gloss. This is a tile that can be called anti-graffiti. That is, it is almost impossible to put paint there so that it cannot be cleaned. It is also porcelain stoneware, so it is safe to use outdoors for cladding. Nothing to fear, the tiles are frost resistant. 7 colors are offered, which have absolutely wonderful names for some spices: cardamom, anise, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Nutmeg looks very naturalistic indeed, so if you want to have a brick house but have a concrete one, you can very easily turn it into a dream house. Coimbra and Faro are a reference to the aesthetics of Portuguese azulejos. They are a little bit muted in color, naturally primarily blue, and look very gentle. If you want something more refined, you should pay attention to the Guadalupe collection or the Stella collection, which has a more graphic, modern design, in my opinion. If you want to make a pool the focal point of your homestead, it is worth considering the Rio collection. Firstly, it has a very bright pattern. Secondly, it is also porcelain stoneware. Respectively, nothing will happen in the pool. You can safely use it. The color scheme is such that the color of the water in the pool will be just amazing. The real Caribbean. Bricks are not prohibited from being combined with large format tiles imitating stone rock. It is a very good technique, and I recommend it. For a more traditional country-style interior, or what is often called Provence, New Country is worth considering. They offer quite interesting deep colors in a 6 by 6 inches format. There are also decorations that are sold by square feet. Here we see a floral theme, which is offered in 2 color variations, more pastel, muted, and more vivid, so you can choose what you like. If you prefer classic bricks, there is also a collection called Artisan. The classic format is 2 by 6 inches in different color variations, and each tile is different from the other, creating a very handmade effect. And this applies to absolutely all the bricks that are presented at Monopoly. The new products and the presentation are amazing, so I suggest we continue to explore the Monopoly Ceramica range. Let's go to the company's showroom, which is located in the cluster of the ceramic industry in Spain, in the Castellón area. At the Monopoly showroom, we will pay attention, first of all, to the bestsellers and unusual collections, which are either not found at all in other manufacturers' ranges or not so often. As we have already said, Monopoly works very well with bricks, and here is the Jerica collection, which is a bestseller. There are different shades, more brutal, more natural, but the bestseller is the Jerica Mix. This is the Miracle Collection. It has a very unusual pearlescent effect and very delicate colors, so a girl's bathroom will be perfect. And for the young gentleman, the collection of Bora Bora bricks, on the contrary, is a very deep, rich blue, literally conveying the color of the waves of the Pacific Ocean. The tiles in the Cupidon collection have an unusual shape. Firstly, it is an elongated hexagon, and secondly, it has very interesting glazes, including gilding and very good-looking decor with accent edging. As we have already found out, Monopoly works well with hexagons. And here is the Elements collection, which has marble veins of a rather unusual shade, which is blue. Bricks can complement hexagons. The Orinoco collection follows the same story, incorporating wood texture into both the hexagons and the larger 6 by 35 inches tiles for floor laying. You can lay Orinoco and Elements on the floor because they are porcelain tiles, just like the Chamonix and Mont Blanc collections, which can also be laid on the floor. They are imitations of parquet, but with a very interesting detail. There is a contrasting insert, and it is quite an unusual product. I have never seen it before. Another bestseller, the Martinica collection, is in this case presented in a coral shade. The glade is very well done. It gives an unusual optical effect due to its unevenness and high gloss. Furthermore, certain vintage scuffs add to the character of this Martinica. Numerous collections draw inspiration from various tropical islands around the world, as evident from their names. The collection, which is called Dominica, has a matte surface mostly, but with certain glossy inclusions, and the color palette is more muted and delicate, quite possibly in keeping with the mood of this island nation. Despite the fact that the Pompeii collection appeared quite a long time ago and has already become a bestseller, it is still very relevant. In this regard, Monopoly has proven to be a visionary, as the growing popularity of terracotta has made it the center of attention. As you can see, the collection features a vast array of faces, where the repetition of tiles is nearly impossible to discern with the naked eye, accompanied by a delightful decoration reminiscent of historical ornamentation. Another collection named Clay mimics artisanal practices. We observe traditional hand-painted designs from Spain, but the porcelain material allows for floor use, an option not available with original hand-painted tiles, and its price is undeniably attractive. Boreal is another collection that showcases delicate shades of blue, available in monocolor, mixed to your preference, or even in gradient style. You can achieve the same effect with the Diamond collection, which comes in light gray, deeper gray, or colored options. As you may have realized by now, The fascination with sea travel sits pretty deep in Monopoly's DNA, and they have gone even further and created a separate brand that is dedicated solely to nautical themes. It's called Maritima. You may have come across it because the pieces are very expensive and absolutely unique. No one else has such a range. It started with the Imperial Collection. These are bricks in traditional nautical tones, you could say, in the colors of the maritime uniform, different decorations with the coat of arms, ropes, and of course, very special portholes. I think these collections are very good for young sailors who only dream of sailing around the world. The collection has grown a lot, and many new and themed designs have been added. Escama, reminiscent of scales in different shades, has a relief decoration in which we recognize smaller scales. Despite appearing to have only one option, there are numerous ways to style escama. There are also hexagons. This is the Astro collection in white, with a very rich blue tone and also with decor. I can't choose which one I like better, because on the blue one we see a gilded stripe, a kind of embroidery, the trim of a ceremonial navy suit, and on the white one we see a very delicate mesh that is visible just when the light hits it. If you want something more iconic, you can look at the Zenith collection. These are the same elongated hexagons in thematic colors, with a surface that imitates the slight ripples of the sea in the calm. There can also be decor with very delicate stripes that create a certain accent. If you want something more outstanding in every sense of the word, then you should pay attention to the Eclipse collection. It is the same elongated hexagons, only with a facet. Alpha is perhaps a more concise solution, but no less graphic. We see triangles, an unusual shape for tiles, which also have a slight ripple that reminds us of waves, and have different shades, including gold and silver, to accentuate the right places. Here too, there are certain opportunities to play with the layout. If you suddenly become seasick on yachts, but still want to travel to tropical, exotic countries, you can do so in the bathroom, decorated with the Robinson collection. Here we see just the tropical theme. The decor consists of 4 elements that can go from one to another, and these tropics can be absolutely endless. And if you pay attention, here the format is larger. The same large format is also in the marine theme, and it looks no less elegant due to a very elaborate relief border and plinth. Large formats from Monopoly Ceramica are presented next to each other. Onyx collection. Galaxy collection, fantasy sparkling stone in different shades. Fior de Bosco collection, imitating natural marble. Rather iconic Augusta collection, which can perfectly combine with porcelain stoneware from Elements, because the marble pattern practically coincides. Friends, despite the fact that Monopoly Ceramica is a young company relative to other tile manufacturers in Spain, they have managed to collect a very interesting portfolio with very unusual designs and occupy their own, in my opinion, quite interesting niche. It is worth paying attention to their range. When you are going to do the next project, be sure to do it. That's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Write something nice in the comments below. Give it a like. And of course, share it with your friends. Maybe they will also like something from the diverse range of Monopoly ceramics. Bye.